Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It's February 16th and I'm out here. Finally got back to our new orchard and we're planting a few fruit trees. We've already planted some of them. We went ahead and pruned these before we put them in the ground, make them easier to handle. You're going to have to decide what you're looking for as far as when you're pruning something. Now, this here is a cherry and that one over there is a cherry, and which they might not produce very often in our area because one of them takes 1,000 chill hours, another one takes 700, and that is a bunch for Zone 8B. Every once in a while, we'll get a winter that would suffice, but anyway, you'll have to decide how you want to prune them. Now, this tree right here, this is a Morris plum. I did prune off quite a bit on here, but I left quite a bit. Like I say, you're going to have to decide how you want to prune it. But when you do prune it, prune your limbs where your bud is facing out. You don't want to trim it off and that bud's facing in, because that's the one that's going to put all the growth to, and you'll end up with limbs coming in that you're going to have to cut out. So make sure you do that. This apple tree, this was kind of big. This is a Macintosh. It had kind of a big center. What I'm wanting is kind of an open flow. So we cut this big piece out of the center of it, and we kind of want to make like a chalice type set. So we're going to leave it like that. This Alberta peach, we trimmed most of the limbs. Now it's a little smaller than some of the others. We'll leave it at that much. It should do fine. On our other apples, now we trimmed off the top. In fact, we could trim off this, but I want to use that as one of the branches. This one here doesn't look like it's going to be viable. We'll have to see what shoots out, but we should be able to get a couple shoot out to get our what we're trying to get. This one was just straight, so we trimmed it, and we're hoping these buds come out this way to do it. But the main thing when you plant these, you want to make sure that you find where the graft point is, because this graft right here, you want this above the ground. You don't want your graft under the ground. So whenever you plant these, make sure that you plant them and have that graft above the ground. Otherwise, you're going to have situations, possibly the graft getting infected, or you'll have stuff trying to shoot out there at it. But it's not much to it. Most of them says dig a hole twice as big. We go ahead and put a little fertilizer in the bottom of the hole, or pelleted chicken litter, which is mild, but to try to get the roots to decide to go down. You want to water these good when you put them in. Now we're still kind of cool. We are warming up in the day, and our nights are generally in the 50s and 60s, which is kind of warm for February. But make sure you water these a couple times a week for the first few weeks. Make sure they get established. If you have a rain, of course, that's going to saturate your ground. But when you water these, don't just water right at the base. Go ahead and water an area around them, because what happens is you just water the base, then that ground, if it's dry, it's going to soak all that water out, so it's not going to do as good. So make sure when you water them, go ahead and water them good at the base and around it. That way you'll encourage those roots to come out too. But anyway, that's where we're sitting at. Let me get these other trees in the ground. Okay, it's February 17th. Yeah, I was going to finish this up yesterday, and I did get all these trees planted, got them watered in, but my daughter went looking for her another tree, and let's show you what we got. Well, we got 9 more trees to put in. We got 3 more apples, and we have a couple of almond trees. We'll see how they do. One of these apples is actually blooming. I'm sure it's probably not going to set fruit, but we'll see. The bees were hitting this heavy, she said, at the nursery. So we'll see how it does. We've got a peach tree, I think. Yeah, 2 peach trees we got. And we got a apricot tree. So we're going to put these in there, and I'm sure it's going to fill up our space. So I'm going to get these spaced out. Okay, we got all those in the ground. We got them spaced like we wanted. You need to consider your spacing when you're planting these. Now, you can put in a tighter spacing if you plan to prune them. A lot of people keep their apples smaller, stuff like that. So if you're doing a backyard garden. But something I want to stress, when you're buying trees, look at them close. Now, you can see the graft point here on this one, but a lot of times when you go to buy them and they're in these pots, whether they're 4 gallon, 5 gallon, whatever they are, a lot of times they put them in these pots, say the year before. They normally use something like a pine bark mulch, and of course they have their little time release fertilizer. But after a while, your mulch will start deteriorating and it'll drop down. And whenever this happens, these trees drop down in those pots at the same time, and that it'll put that graft point lower. So when you're looking to buy trees, look see if you can see that graft point. That'll give you an idea of how long it's been in the pot. And make sure that when you plant these, you put your graft above the ground. Even though it's covered in that pot, go ahead and clean off whatever's above it and plant that graft at ground level. Or if you can get a couple inches above, that's great. But that's a real important thing when it comes to planting these. Now, when you dig your hole and you get your height set right, when you go to backfill this hole, make sure you take your hand and compress that dirt around. You want to get the air out that's around those roots. You don't want it to just settle in there and stay soft, and you say, well, the water's going to flow through it better, or the water's going to bring it down. You don't want that air around your roots. And if you have a tree that you got, like a couple of these that I've got were most likely last year's trees, and the roots, you can see them start circling the pot and stacking. Usually those are a little harder to get out of the pot. You may have to do like me and cut the pot off. But take and loosen up those outside roots so they'll start going out, because they're in that pattern to go around and around and around. And what you're going to do, it's going to be root bound, and it's not going to root in. It's going to stay in that area. So make sure you do that. But anyway, if you have any more questions about planting your trees, let me know. Now, they say prune these back at least a third. Now, I didn't on some. I kind of pruned, so I start getting the direction, but on others, and depends on what kind of fruit tree it is, I don't prune near as much. I'll prune off some, get it to growing like I want, but uh, this particular one, being it's budding out, it's getting ready to go. It has a good root system. Kind of baby it through, and hopefully it'll grab hold and go good. But anyway, if you want to see more videos similar to this, gardening, growing your own food, stuff like that, self-sufficiency, hit that subscribe, hit the bell, select all. And of course, give it a big thumbs up and share this video. Both of them help my channel. Enjoy that gardening experience.